In today's video, I will share with you 10 companies that you can work with home with little to no experience needed. All of these jobs are remote and some of them pay up to $28 an hour. What's up, winners? My name is Nam. If you're new here, welcome. Here we talk all things personal finance and credit, starting out by subscribing so you don't miss out on any future videos. The pandemic changed on how we envision work. You can't put on a price on working in your pajamas with a cup of coffee. How much would it be worth if you never miss out on your kids' events again? Or how about always having your pets around while you work? Working from home is an attractive option. That's why, according to Pew Research Center, 59% of people still work remotely. Don't you want to join them and enjoy the flexibility and autonomy of working remotely? One thing to know is that these companies, they hire primarily from the US, so do a little bit of research before applying. So let's kick off things with company number 1, which is Telus International. First, let's talk about what this company does. This company partners with other companies to develop and improve their AI-powered products. Think about like search engines, digital help desks, and other machines that humans interact on a day-to-day basis. The position open is called a US rater. A rater reviews the results returned in a specific search query and rates them in terms of relevance. Second, let's talk about the bare minimum requirements that you need to apply for Telus. You have to have experience with Gmail. Also, you need a laptop or a smartphone. You must have a high school diploma or GED and have lived in the US for the last 5 consecutive years. Third, let's talk about the skills that might set you apart from the rest of the competition. To put yourself in the best position, you should be an active Gmail, Google, and social media user. Finally, and most importantly, let's talk money. Glassdoor reports that Telus jobs, they generally start around $15 an hour. Moving along to our next company, which is First American Title. First American Title Insurance Company provides title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, mortgage lenders, and others in the real estate industry. Currently, the company needs remote workers to help with its customers to open, process, and close 1031 tax-deferred exchanges. This essentially is selling one property and buying another to avoid capital gains. You don't have to have any prior experience, but working as an escrow officer or an assistant is preferred. But a preferred qualification is something that an applicant doesn't have to be considered a candidate. They are good to have, and it may make you a little bit more attractive. The company, they do want you to have good verbal and written communication skills. Also, you gotta be willing to work with a team. Finally, you also need a high school diploma or equivalent. The company does provide a pretty sweet benefit package that includes medical, dental, and vision insurance, 401k, paid time off, and a stock purchasing plan. But how much does this job actually pay? Salary.com reports that positions and similar positions pay an average of $39,000. At the low end, the job may pay you $31,000, and on the high end, they may pay you $46,000. Now let's move on to our next company, which is Global Payments. Global Payments is a Fortune 500 company that provides global support for commerce. It supports a wide range of businesses, from startups to huge multinational companies. Finally, it seems to be generally a good place to work, as it is 6th on the Forbes list of America's best mid-sized employers of 2019. Second, for some of the jobs, there are preferred qualifications like a bachelor's degree or some call center experience. Remember, preferred qualifications is nice to have, but not necessary. Third, the pay is pretty good. Entry-level jobs can start around $15 an hour and increase if you have some experience or preferred qualifications. Alright, now let's keep it moving with our next company, which is ICF. The company collects survey data and uses it to help US and global health agencies to identify and monitor risks and deliver interventions. Like all of the other positions, these are completely remote jobs. In general, you gotta have a high school diploma or a GED. In lieu of either of those, you can have some work experience under your belt. Also, you need to be able to communicate in English and have basic computer skills. Some of the preferred skills include experience in call centers and collecting data. Remember that preferred is not the same as required. One thing to note is that this company does require proof of complete COVID vaccination. As always, the most important part of the job is the pay. Unfortunately, Glassdoor does provide a wide range of salaries, but it seems to be more geared towards professional positions that require a college degree. But I imagine it's going to be somewhere between the $10 to $20 range. Now let's keep it moving with our next company, which is US Bank. First, this bank is the 5th biggest bank in the US. They have many remote positions, but the one that we will be going over will be a document review associate. In this role, you're expected to fulfill basic clerical functions, research, review loans, and handle file processing. The basic qualifications that are needed is a high school diploma, but they would prefer it if you had some experience and well-developed communication skills. Also, it would help if you are proficient at using a computer and Microsoft applications. One thing to make note of is that this company does both care for their employees and encourages you to develop a healthy work-life balance. As a result, they offer tuition reimbursement, retirement, and other types of benefits. The base pay ranges between $15 to $23 depending on the location and if you have any previous experience. Like ICF, US Bank does require you to be fully vaccinated for COVID-19 with some medical exceptions allowed. Now moving on to our next company, which is Dockshop Pro. This company is looking for motivated and tech-savvy people who know how to use a spreadsheet. Also, your Google game has to be on point. After onboarding and training, you and a team will maintain medical products on a website. Here are some basic qualifications that you need to have for the company. You need to be able to dig spreadsheets and like to problem solve. If you don't know how to solve a problem, then you gotta know how to Google it. If you happen to have some experience working with websites or with medical supplies, then it will make you more of an attractive candidate. This company does offer health benefits, insurance, a 401k, and a chill work environment, and a salary is around $43,000. Now let's move on to our next company, which is Clever. Clever is an online buying and selling real estate platform that helps millions of sellers and buyers every single year. The company is 5 years old and has already coordinated more than $4 billion in real estate transactions. As Clever continues to grow, they are looking for someone like you to join their customer-centric sales team. As long as you're comfortable speaking with home buyers or sellers, you can be a good fit. Here are some of the skills that you need to pay the bills. First, you need to be positive or as positive as you can be while working. Second, you have to want to learn. The company does have an impressive onboarding process for you on your first year. One thing that may be a blessing or a curse for you is that Clever requires you to have a real estate license. However, Clever will help you get a license at no cost to you. Finally, the pay is pretty okay. Your base will start anywhere between $40,000 to $45,000. Alright, so now let's move on to our next job, which is Carmax. So if you are not familiar, Carmax is one of the largest used car dealerships in the US. So the average for this entry-level role is going to be around $17 an hour. Currently, the company is looking for customer service reps. You will help customers buy and finance a car by talking to them on the phone, online, or via text. You can expect to work with customers closely, handle incoming calls, coordinate administrative and clerical tasks, and process payments. You need to have a high school diploma or at least 1 month of experience. Also, you need to be able to communicate via writing and talking. Finally, you need to have basic computer knowledge. Probably the best perks that this company offers is flexible work hours that include nights, weekends, and holidays. Now let's keep it moving with our next company, which is Nordic Global. So this company is a health and technology consulting firm. The company connects people, data, and tech to create healthier and a more vibrant world. And they are in need of service desk agents. This means that your job is most likely going to be similar to a call center. Desk agents will need to provide excellent customer service and answer users' questions. If you don't have the answers, then you need to push them on to the next level. All in all, it appears that this position is very similar to being a virtual assistant. So based on what I could find on Glassdoor, the pay per hour can range anywhere between $15 to $22. Alright, so moving on to our next company, which is Cigna. Cigna is a global health service company that handles calls from medical professionals. For the entry-level roles, you will need to be able to handle calls, problem solve, and make outreach calls to your contracted providers. The list of requirements for this job includes high school diploma or a GED. Since this is very similar to a call center, you need to have excellent verbal and written communication skills. Next, you should be able to work well with others, especially customers. For the positions, it helps if you have previous experience in call centers, healthcare, or a professional setting. So if you do decide to apply for this job, you will have to train between 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. After that, you would have to be available between 8 and 6. The benefit package is pretty juicy for this particular job. First, the pay scale is between $18 to $28 depending on location and previous experience. Next, this job does allow you to participate in the annual bonus plan. Finally, you get medical, vision, and dental insurance, 401k, tuition reimbursement, and paid time off. Now, I want to turn it over to you. Which jobs from today's video are you going to try right now? Are you interested in working for Cigna or Carmax? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to learn more about jobs that you can work from home, come hang out with me some more at these videos right here.